5 minutes past 8. Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, yes, Mr. Akin Osuntokun joins us now. He's the former managing director of the News Agency of Nigeria. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
You were in Ekiti at that time. What did you see in terms of how the elections went?
First of all, let me qualify you. I think you should have introduced me more appropriately. I'm not here in my capacity as a former MD of News Agency of Nigeria. I'm here in the capacity of a politician. Maybe if you have called me a former political advisor, it would have been more appropriate, or that politician from Ekiti State or whatever.
When did you join? When did you get into politics?
In this country, I've been in politics active since 1999. I played a central role in the two parties that I had. A very central role in the PDP presidential election in 2003. I was a spokesperson. I ran for the governorship of Ekiti State in 2006. And I think I'm one of the most visible political figures here.
So does that mean that it is your political side that kicks in much more than your professional side?
No, with regards to what I came here to do, I mean, you want to talk about the Ekiti elections. I'm a member of the PDP, so I'm going to speak partisanly.
That's no problem about that. So tell us, what happened on the day? Because there's
the PDP
who
won.
thought that some underhand tactics went on for the PDP to have won.
Well, that is laughable. I've never seen an election so policed in my life. You know, and what worries me is that if that is what is required to have a free and fair election, we are not likely to get it in a countrywide elections. It's going to stretch the capacity of the security agencies and monitors wide. So people are celebrating. There is cause to celebrate the election on the basis that it was free and fair and transparent. But the logistics, the preparations, what was needed to get that done, it was beyond the capacity of Nigeria in a countrywide election. Will you take 100,000 security people to one state where you have elections in 36 states? You know,
So would you support that clamor for state-by-state election?
We have to look at it. I think if we are realistic that we want to repeat, you know, the standard of the election we had in Ekiti State, we have to start looking at that. You know, fractionalizing the conduct of the elections, because that is the principal lesson to learn from that. It is not an abstract thing that, you know, what happened, what was required to make it happen is beyond the capacity of Nigeria, far beyond the capacity of Nigeria in a countrywide election. Right. That is what we have to apply ourselves to. I mean, you know, when we are preparing for the next general elections, you have to take this factor into consideration, right? And see whatever amendments you can make, how to identify. When you identify a problem, it is half solved. So, and then you tailor your expectations and try as much as possible, given the resources you have and the constraints, to apply yourself to it.
Now,
I'm sorry to say it, but that's the truth.
As a member of the PDP, there's no doubt that you will be overjoyed from the results of the elections. Your party won.
Right.
But the question for you is, what gives you the greatest joy? What is the significance of this victory to you?
Thank you very much. I was going to actually find a way, you know, to insert that.
You didn't see it because the person was going to come.
I didn't, you know, personally. It's not that, what you are thinking is wrong, and you will soon know.
Okay.
See, in 2003, right, the PDP won the elections in 5 states of the Southwest. But the people were persuaded through propaganda that they were all rigged. Any election that PDP wins in this country is attributed to rigging. Now, I was a direct participant in this exercise, the one in 2003. I was the director of media and publicity of the PDP presidential campaign. I was the representative of the Southwest in the PDP presidential campaign organization. So I had a particular interest in the Ekiti election. I went there to vote, followed everything that happened. And when people talk about PDP rigged the election in 2003, the only way you can convince Nigerians that PDP wins at an election is through this kind of exorbitant preparations. The media will prepare the mind of the public that the PDP, if PDP wins, it is rigging. You know? Now, it is this same candidate who won in 2003 that has come back now to win in this way. His victory, along with the other PDP elected governors, was attributed to rigging.
What about in 2007, when PDP won?
I'm talking about what I know, and I was specifically, I took specific interest in it. I led the campaign, I was part of the campaign in the country. No, she was asking me what makes me happy. That's what I'm telling you. That I've been telling people, but people, of course, they don't believe you. You are this, and I mentioned a number of reasons why that was not possible. I was with President Obasanjo before the election. And when we spoke a lot about our expectations of the Southwest in 2003. It caught him by surprise, the outcome of the elections. So if somebody was presiding over how to rig elections, how will he be? I'm telling you, that it was. Everybody was taking.
In 2014, sorry, Chamberlain, you have come back. You've won the elections again. I mean, the then governor of the state is now the governor-elect in 2014. Does that spell hope for your party in the Southwest region? Is that what you're saying?
Of course. I mean, it spells hope. What I'm saying is that the reality is people now, they have to come to terms with the reality.
Okay. Now, there was also this talk about how, the elite in your party did not support the emergence of the current governor-elect. Did you also see that division, so to speak, between, what was supposed to be and what eventually came out of it?
The governor-elect, Ayo Fayose, is quite unique and almost, but it's a phenomenon. I mean, what you said also, it was the same situation in 2003, in which a large section of the elites were complaining. They didn't give him a chance.
Did that include you?
Not at all. In politics, it's a pity, but most people in politics today wish that they hadn't gone into politics, right? People who grossly exaggerated your shortcomings, fictitious stories. They will tell you that your great-great-grandfather was an albino. Anything, So, of course, he was a victim of so many negative speculations.